The Sonic franchise has had so many games throughout the years, it's hard to even list off all of them. On June 19th, 2001, one of the most classic Sonic games ever made was released. Sonic Adventure 2, released for the GameCube and Dreamcast, has been rated one of my favorite games of all time. Maybe it's just because it was one of the first games I ever really played, but regardless, I still enjoy it to this day. It's not a perfect game. But what game is? Today, I'm going to talk about Sonic Adventure 2. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Sonic Adventure 2! Oh. Alright. This game focuses on two separate stories happening at the same time. Sonic and his crew are attempting to foil Eggman's plans, or at least Sonic and Tails are. Knuckles is just kinda there. While Eggman focuses on taking over the world by destroying the moon. Alright. Makes enough sense. Contrary to most cliches, Eggman actually succeeds in powering his weapons to completely destroy the moon, and actually fires at the moon once. Although it doesn't destroy it, because, you know. But, of course, something goes wrong. Sonic and his crew arrive on the Ark to try and stop Eggman, and Eggman's father actually prevents him from firing the cannon, I guess. Professor Gerald Robotnik has somehow programmed the Ark to, rather than firing at the planet or something, go on a kamikaze mission to the planet. The six main characters now have to find a way to stop the Ark from crashing into the Earth.
Let's get to work!
They find the core of the entire space station, and the ultimate life form, created by Gerald, is released to stop the heroes from stopping the Ark. But after it's defeated, rather than dying, he teleports away, because, you know. The heroes try and stop the Ark, but it doesn't end up working because the ultimate life form is on front of the Ark, dragging it towards the Earth. Sonic and Shadow then use the power of the Chaos Emeralds to become super and fight the ultimate life form. Then Shadow dies. That's it. The good. This game has some great gameplay for lots of things. Some of the bosses are actually quite unique, and the fact that it has you fighting against other members of the opposite team is a really cool idea. The final boss of this game has been rated as one of my favorite bosses in any video game out there, although that's probably because of the music and the urgency that there seems to be. The levels in this game are quite unique too. No two levels are the same, even if the levels take place in the same zone. All characters and their doppelgangers' gameplay are almost the exact same in how they work, except for some minuscule differences in animations and getting power-ups at different times. Speaking of power-ups, all the power-ups in this game are quite unique. There's a fire roll for Sonic and Shadow, a health increase for Tails and Eggman, an underwater breathing necklace for Knuckles, and lots more. The game actually plays quite smoothly, especially for being made in 2001 when 3D games were still working on being mastered. Sonic and Shadow rarely go too fast. Tails and Eggman have unique situations where there are lots of puzzles. You get to fire at some things and cause explosions. And Knuckles and Rouge, well, their levels are definitely unique. The bad. Sadly, after playing this game for so many years, every flaw has become quite noticeable to me. I'll start with the obvious.
Mr. President, this is a national crisis.
Spare me the details. Exactly just what is it that you want? Dr. Eggman.
These cutscenes aren't really good at all, and constantly take you out of the action because of how bad they are. They don't make me feel anything aside from just making me want to laugh at them.
Let's get to work!
Remember how earlier I said the gameplay was great in this game? Well, it is at most points, but at other times it leaves much to be desired. Bosses are sometimes unique, but other times are repeated way too much. This robot boss is repeated 3 times. 3 times! But this isn't even the worst it can get. A fight against the members of the opposite team sounds neat on paper, but near every fight ends up being one of the most infuriating things ever. I don't understand! And this isn't even just reserved to one of the characters. Nearly every single character has one of these infuriating fights. Most levels are quite enjoyable, but there are too many cases where the level is ridiculously annoying. Glitches with the camera cause it to be impossible to see what you're doing at many times. They also try to mess with the gravity in a way that Mario Galaxy did. There's a reason Mario Galaxy was made in 2007. Seriously, sometimes this game is absolutely awful with how it works. This is evident in my Let's Play of this game earlier last year.
Well, I guess I need that extra life since Shadow just decided to kill himself.
While this game may not be the best game by any stretch, it's still a great game. Maybe it was unlucky by being made in a time when 3D games were still being perfected, or maybe Sega is just bad with 3D games, like Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom. Regardless of what it is, while this game could have been better, it could have been much worse. Again, like Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom. I didn't explain all the things in this game, like the Chow Garden, which I believe was a great idea. As a child, I spent a large amount of time in the Chow Garden doing Chow Race and Chow Karate. There's more depth in that than most other whole games, and it's not even the main feature of the game. There's also a multiplayer you can try sometime. It was obviously put in as an afterthought, but it can still be pretty entertaining. If you have the chance, pick this game up and give it a try. It's probably my favorite of all the 3D Sonic games, and like other games, I come back to it every once in a while just to spend some time playing it.
I don't know, but what I do know is we all did it together!
Well, those are my thoughts on Sonic Adventure 2. I'd like to know what you guys think about the game. Leave a comment about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.